Hello, my name is Ankit. I am from Computer Science and Engineering branch. I am pursuing my bachelor degree of Computer Science from Chandigarh University. Today I am going to present my internship project title HomelyHub. The project is full stack MERN application. Through this presentation, I will take you through every stages of it, from idea and problem statement to implementation, challenges and key learnings. Now I will tell about agenda. Here what I will be covered today. Internship and project overview, problem statement and proposed solution, goals and objective, project requirement, technology stack, stack architecture, database and API design, MERN concept, front-end and back-end implementation, security features, key functionalities, challenges and how I solve them, and finally my learnings and conclusion. Okay, I will give internship overview. During my internship, I worked as a full stack developer intern, where my main task was to design and build a complete web application using the MERN stack. The aim was to gain real-world development experience from front-end user experience to back-end logical and database handling. Project concept HomelyHub. The project I built is called HomelyHub. It's a digital platform for home rental management designed to make the entire process of renting and managing properly, easily and faster. It replaced traditional methods like calls, emails, Excel sheet with centralized online system. Core functionality and stakeholders. There are two main uses of this system. Property owners who can add, edit and manage their properties, and tenants who can browse, search and apply for rentals. Now I will tell about technology that I use in this project. The project is built with the MERN stack, which stand for MongoDB, Express.js, React.js, Node.js. It is one of the most powerful combination of building fast and scalable web application, and it uses JavaScript everywhere from the front end to the back end. Now problem statement. The current home rental process has many issues like data is scattered, communication is slow, and there is no clear tracking system for tenants. Everything is manually, which wasted time for both owner and tenants. Now I will tell solution of this. Homely Hub solves these issues by bringing everything together on one platform. It provides streamlined workflow, secure data storage, and automated processes for managing properties and application. Owner can easily handle listening and tenants can find homes faster. Project goals. The technical goals of project were to create a complete web platform for property management, implement crewed operation for owners, allow tenants to view and apply for rental online, implement secure authentication using GWT, connect everything using React APIs and MongoDB. Internship objective. My personal goal were to get hands-on experience with the MERN stack, learn API design and backend logic, understand how the frontend and backend work, learn to use Git and GitHub version control, and finally to bring a complete project I can showcase in my portfolio. Now project requirement. This describe what the app should do. Allow user to register and login. Separate user roles as owner or tenant. Owner can add, edit, delete properties. Tenants can view and apply for rentals. Now, non-functional requirements. These define how the app should perform. It must be secure, password must be strong, responsive, should work on mobile, tablet and desktop. Clear and maintainable code using modular structure. Sensitive data must be stored in environment file, not directly in the code. Technical stack deep dive. The project core technology is MERN. M stand for MongoDB. It stores all the data. E stand for Express.js. It manages APIs and logic. R stand for React.js. It builds the interactive front end. And the last one is N. It stands for Node.js. It powers the backend server. Now, architecture overview. The data flow in HomelyHub followed a clean path. The user interact with the React frontend. React sends an API request to the express.js. The backend connect to MongoDB via Mongoose. The database return the required data. Finally, React update the UI dynamically with the data. Now I explain the architecture data flow. It consists of user client. It interacts with the React UI in the browser. The second, React frontend. A React component trigger an API call. The third, Express API. The request hits the Node.js Node server controller. The controller logic executed. MongoDB database. Mongoose translate the query and the server responds. The Express server send the data back to the client. And the last one is client update. React receive the JSON data and update its state. Front-end architecture. The front-end uses the reusable React component such as navbar, property card, and search bar. State management uses useState and useEffect hooks, while global data like logic status use concept. Navigation between pages is handled smoothly with React Root created a single page feel. Now backend architecture. The backend is built on Node.js with Express.js. API root are separated into files like auth root.js and property roots.js. Controllers handle all logic like user validation and database querying. Middleware are used for logging and authentication and error handling. Database use schema. The use schema include username, password, role, and contact information like Gmail and phone. This structure keep user data secure and organized. Database property schema. The property schema contain property title, description, address, rent amount, and link to the owner user ID. This relationship ensures that each property belongs to correct owner. API endpoints. The app uses RESTful API like register for sign-in, login for authentication, properties for fetch or listening, properties for update or delete property. Some routes are public while other are protected for owners only. Full stack concept. Full stack development means working on both front end as well as back end. The front end handles visual and user interaction, while the back end handles data, logic, and database connections. In the MERN stack, everything communicated using JavaScript and JSON, while keep it simple and efficient. Now the question is why MERN? Why MERN stack? The MERN stack is popular because it uses a single language, which is JavaScript, everywhere. JSON works perfectly across all layers. React provides fast and interactive UIs. Node.js and Express.js ensure scalability. Plus, it has a huge community and library for any requirement. Now, come to front-end implementation. Front-end implementation divides into pages: home, login, properties, and dashboard. You can see in picture. I mentioned the picture, a screenshot of my project. You can see in this slide. I use React components like property card and search bar for modularity. Hooks manage data fetching and state changes, making the UI dynamic and smooth. You can see project output, which I show there. Now detail implementation of backend. The backend starts from server.json, which connects MongoDB, sets middleware, and mounts routes. All routes are organized in folders, and each route has its own controlled that platform. Mongo's models handle database querying, ensuring a clear and maintainable backend. Now come to our security part. Security implementation. Security was major focus area. I implement JWT JSON Web Token for authentication and bycrypt for password hashing. Every protected route checks it's the user and have a valid token because allowing access, ensuring complete daily safety. You can see the authentication and authorization difference. Like authentication is login and authorization is middleware. Now I can mention middleware act as checkpoint between the request and the response. It verify the token and checks permission, logic error, and ensure only authorized user can access private route. Key feature implementation. The main feature of HomelyHub are secure user login and registration, role-based access for owner and tenants, properly listening with full CRUD operation, and search and filter properties, application system for tenants, fully responsive interface. Challenges and solutions. I face multiple challenges during development. The first one, database connectivity issue with MongoDB Atlas. The second challenge I face, JWT token not working correctly. The third one, UI not responsive on mobile device. The last one is managing global state in React was tricky. Each of these problems taught me a important debugging and design skills. The solution of these challenge, like first one challenge I face is database connectivity. The solution is I configured .env and fixed MongoDB whiteliness issue. The second challenge is I face API authentication error, debugging JWT middleware and added correct header. The third one solution is used Flexbooks and Grid for responsive design. And the last one is applying React Content API to manage global state easily. This solution made the app stable and professional. Now coming to ending part of our presentation, key learnings. Through the internship, I learned many things. Like some I want to mention: how to build and connect all layers of MERN application, how to secure API and manage authentication, the importance of responsive UI design, and how to use Git and GitHub for collaboration. Most importantly, I learned to think like a developer, to plan, debug, and deliver the things to the user and the people who can experience that. Now, conclusion and future scope. Project conclusion. Now, I would like to conclude my presentation by summarize the entire journey of developing the HomelyHub project. HomelyHub is a full stack MERN application that successfully brings together every part of web development, front-end, back-end, database, and APIs into a single working system. The application makes home rental management completely digital. Like property owner can list, update, or remove their properties. Tenants can search, filter, and apply for rental easily. All data is securely stored in MongoDB, and all user actions are verified through JWT-based authentication. From a performance point of view, the site is fast, responsible, and user-friendly. It meet all my it meet all my technical goals such as CRUD operation, RESTful APIs, and secure login. So overall, the project is not just an academic task, it's a practical, real world solution that can geniusly help simplify rental management. Now, I can tell about future scope of this project. Even through the core version working smoothly, these are several enhancements that can make HomelyHub more powerful and professional in future. Let me explain three major ones. The first one is online payment integration. The first feature to add is online rental payment. By integrating a payment gateway like Stripe or Razorpay, owner could receive rent directly through the platform and tenants could pay securely using cards or UPI. This will make the process cash free, fast, and more transparent. Uh, this will make the process more easily. The system could even generate digital receipt and payment history for both users. Second, real-time chat system. Next, adding a live chat feature using socket.io would allow owner and tenants to talk directly within the app. For example, a tenant could ask about rent, moving in dates, or future availability instantly without waiting for email or phone call. This makes communication instant, clear, and recorded within the system. Now, third, admin dashboard. The third improvement is admin dashboard. This would introduce a super admin role that can monitor all user and listenings. The admin could remove fake posts, verify property details, handle user issue, kept the platform safe and trusted. It would also allow viewing strategies like total listening, active user, and monthly transaction. And now I will explain professional portfolio impact. From a career point of view, this project has become a strong addition to my portfolio. It clearly showing that I can build full stack application using a MERN stack, connect frontend and backend through secure REST APIs, design responsible mobile free UI, manage version control or Git and GitHub. Key internship learnings. During the internship and project, I gained some important technical and professional skill, full stack understanding. I learned how all four MERN layer communicate, debugging. I can now trace and fix issue from the UI down to database. API security. Implement JWT taught me how authentication work in real system. Version control. I practically real world experience workflow using Git and GitHub. Time management and planning. I learn how to divide work in stages, design, development, testing, just like a professional environment. Now I summarize. The HomelyHub is now only a not only a technical success, but also personal milestone for me. It gained me confidence to take an idea, design it, code it, debug it, and deliver a complete product on my own. I am proudly say that how I turn out and excited about improvement it further, adding payment, chat, admin control to make it even more feature rich. Thank you all for taking this time to watch my presentation and for your attention.